Did you ever wondered how many squares of your board you can control using just by your original pieces? If we put our pawn one step ahead, it wouldn't be that optimal. But if we put our pawn two steps ahead, it would be way more optimal, as we would be able to cover two steps behind the pawn and two steps in the cross of the pawn. And if we are able to do this with our pawn army, we would be able to control 16 squares from behind and 8 squares in crosses, meaning that we have control 24 squares just using our pawn. A normal knight can control 8 squares at once, but we have 2 knights, meaning 16 squares are to be added. Our bishop can control 15 squares at once, but 2 snipers can control 30 squares at once. The rook can control 15 squares at once, and similarly like bishop, we have 2 rooks, meaning 30 squares can be controlled. And the most powerful piece, the queen, can control 29 squares. It can control 8 squares in a sleeping line, 7 squares in a standing line, and 7 squares from A to H, and other 7 squares from the file G2 to A2. And the most useless and important piece of the game, the king, can control 8 squares by forming a square. And if we sum this up, this hypothetical usage of each piece can control 137 squares, which exceeds the twice of the squares available on chessboard by 11, meaning this is the best way to use your pieces.